Yeah, between you and I, you've had back issues, hip issue.
Car issue.
I have to get like a procedure done on my mouth. So yeah, just
Mark's been talking too much shit back to the Notre Dame fans, so he's got to get his mouth cleaned out.
yeah. They cursed me. They cursed my mouth. Yeah. So I'm again on antibiotics for it, which is kind of crazy, but it'll get better soon.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna talk Nico again.
Yeah.
Just some, Penn State news. Not a whole lot to cover today. I'm gonna have Tyler Smith on here soon.
Yep.
To talk basketball. Portal. I might just have him hop on here. So yeah, we got some stuff to cover. Nico, first of all, it's interesting how it's kind of played out. He is going to UCLA, where we play this fall. I have no worries about that.
No.
I don't think he's going to come in and just totally light it up, and we're going to be in trouble if we play there, when we play there. So that's interesting for sure. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he makes the team better, right? Like, I think at the same time, he might be battling for the guy who came in and played us was actually pretty good in Happy Valley. Remember that? They had like their backup come in because their starter was hurt that game. And we bottled him up, but like he made some plays with his feet and made some nice throws. So I still think Nico makes their team better to have him on there for sure. But do they have all the weapons to surround him to really make a push to do anything scary? I don't think so. But still, we're going to Cali. We know how that went last year. We went out to California and we started off real rusty, and then we came out in the second half and we started killing it. So like we know what to expect. We did this last year, so going out to Cali is no easy feat. Like it's a 3-hour time difference. It's just a long trip. So I'm not saying they might not give us some struggle for a little bit, but I see us pulling out and win by a few scores for sure. So.
Yeah, it's interesting that he's going to UCLA for 1.7. I've heard conflicting stories. My motto is believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Yeah.
Literally. So it was blown up saying it was his fault. He was a diva, all this stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. Nico's family came out and said that it was Tennessee that made it difficult or whatever. All I know is I don't trust anything the media says, so that could be true. I'm not sure.
It's probably a little bit of both on both sides. I mean, it's got to be a little bit of both.
I don't know exactly how it went down. There's stories where they say he wanted more money. If I was him, considering how he performed, it must have just not been a good match for him there. So he just dipped out. I don't know who knows what actually happened, but of course he was blamed, and
that's Dan Lanning started the whole thing. So
yeah, that's one thing that you cannot do is like just believe the story, because the media is full of just scumbags, liars. They just want a story. So I think it just wasn't a good match. He might have wanted more money. Who knows? They said that it was Tennessee's fault. His dad is his agent. The one podcast I listen to, he knows his dad, and like it's just kind of a mess. But he got out of there. He still got a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
The whole thing about this is, man, like whether or not it went down how it did, college football, these coaches have to take a stand and say, dude, like we're not just going to give you money, okay? You got to come in here and perform. Then we might give you money. Like, the coaches can make a stand at this point and get this back under control because it's totally out of control right now. I mean, if this kid actually wanted this amount of money after his performance, like, you need to put down your foot, which it looks like Tennessee did. But the UCLA coach, I forget his name, but he didn't have to give him $1.7 million. He could have said, dude, we're going to see how you perform if you start, and then we'll see about giving you money. Like, you're not just going to come in here and we're just going to give you money, and we don't even know if you're going to start because there's another quarterback they're paying $1 million to at UCLA. And that's that dude that had that weird interview. He was like, yeah, we're in L.A., we're UCLA, we play football. Like, it was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, that was a terrible press conference interview. So they got two quarterbacks both paying $1 million to. How about you pay the guy who starts? How about that? You know, it's like they need to get it under control. College football in general. Just listen to Lane Kiffin on a podcast. I'm not going to say the name because Ryan Clark's on it. But he was just like, you got to get this under control. It's got to be like NFL. You got to have contracts that they have to abide to or they don't get paid. Transfers, free agency, all that. He said it needs to be like the NFL. It is. It's student athlete is no longer a thing. There's no such thing as a student athlete in this particular instance. The student part does not exist anymore. It's all about money now. So these guys are professional athletes already. It needs to be taken under control. It could get really bad here, man. I think at the end of the day, nature kind of filters things out no matter what it is. So, but yeah, I mean, it seems like it's out of control, Brett, you know?
Well, we're going to get that cap like that I told you about, like $20 million a team or whatever, or like it's going to happen. I don't know the specific date, but I'm pretty sure in the fall or sometime around then is when it's going to start. So there's going to be more structure. We just have to wait. It's just going to be a wild, wild west until the structure happens. So we'll just have to wait it out. I can't wait until it does happen because we need the cap because then, like I said, this isn't going to happen. It's not going to happen like it's been happening. There's still going to be big deals for quarterbacks, obviously, and wide receivers. The elite athletes that are in the portal that are asking for a buck, they're still going to get theirs, but it's not going to be as wild as it has been. And but yeah, I mean, just like this can bring us to the Syracuse wide receiver. Fran Brown said, "You're not getting $2 million. You're not that homie from Ohio State. Like, who do you know what I mean? Like, you're not. That's that guy. He can get $2 million. You're not getting $2 million." Trevor Penna, the one that just visited Penn State yesterday, you already know Penn State's not going to give him $2 million, and he's going to get humbled by every team he visits because they'll give him some money, but you're not getting $2 million, man. It's just not going to happen. So hopefully we can get him. I mean, that would be a solid addition to our wide receiver group. So we'll see. I don't know what other visits he's going on. I haven't really looked into it. I haven't heard about the visit, how it went. I'm sure we'll hear more soon. I mean, it's just he might still be on campus. I mean, he just came yesterday. It might be like a 2-day event. They probably want to see him run through some drills and stuff. You know, Penn State, they're very smart on how they do this. So not just going to have a guy come hang out with them and here you go, you can come play with us. Like they're going to want to see his 40 time, his athleticism, and everything that he can do to offer his help. So we'll see. But I'm excited that we at least got him on campus right away because that shows that we're hungry and we're not messing around this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you said about Tamir leaving and John Mitchell leaving that it's freeing up cap space right now.
Yeah, it's freeing up space. Like we're over the cap. Everyone's over the cap right now. It's not just us. That's why you saw 900 or something crazy amount. The first day of the spring portal, there were like 800 or 900 people that went in the portal. That's wild, man. First day. And there's going to be more within the next couple days. It's only open for another like week, I think. It's open for less than 2 weeks. So I think it closes the day before our spring game on the 26th. So not that much time left. You might see another one or two guys trickle out of Penn State too, and it's going to happen. Nobody who's going to start. John Mitchell's going to be a great player, and good luck to him. It just sucks because he came in with Antoine Belgrave shorter. He's actually a safety now. He was going to be a cornerback. He played on the same team as John Mitchell out of Florida. So at least we still got Belgrave shorter. I think he was underrated when he came in. So, and then Tymir, I think he would have played this year. I'm not really sure why he's leaving. I imagine because Keon Wiley is probably going to start over him. So Keon Wiley's healthy and ready to go. So if he can stay healthy, he's a Pennsylvania guy. He's got the athleticism, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's those guys leaving. It's interesting.
Yeah,
how it kind of went down. So
and John Mitchell's already going to Georgia Tech. So not a bad landing spot. They were decent last year, so good luck to them. And it's close to home, Georgia, Florida.
So the Coach Higgins interview, where's that?
Did you watch that? That was good, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on here. Dude, I don't know why, but scrolling on Chrome, it just hops around. It's so weird. I
like how unfiltered Higgins was. Like when he first started the job, he was pretty filtered and like watching what he would answer, kind of like Franklin. He doesn't give a crap now. Like, especially towards the end of the interview, he's like, pardon my language, but guys who want to, you'll hear it. I want to play out in the.
After you guys had a couple of receivers enter the portal, it's a new look room. What exactly did that first day look like when you guys get back to? You guys got back here.
Is there anything you want to
Penn State guys out there playing football on day one? And I think the guys are excited to be here. I think the guys are working hard collectively.
Is there anything you want me to skip to?
I go to like the halfway point. That's when it gets good. Yeah. There you go.
To just every day show up ready to work and not complain and not bitch and moan. Just here, I'm here to work. I'm here to show up. I'm here to get better. And that's the kind of guys. When you say right guys, that's what we're talking about. Those kind of guys.
How close are you to being that vision of that?
Every day we're getting closer. Every day we're getting closer. So I know what you want me to say, but every day we're just working to get closer. And I think everybody will see it when it happens. But that's the goal. And even when it becomes that, you got to continue to do that because now you become the top and everybody's looking at you and you got to stay on top. So every day that's the same goal.
Dude, he was I believe he was a receiver, right?
He was a quarterback for Virginia Tech. I think he played both. I think but he was a quarterback at Virginia Tech. Or no, was it Virginia?
I think it was Virginia, yeah.
Virginia, the Cavaliers, yeah. And he played in the NFL for a little bit,
Tyseer, some guys.
Yeah, because I think I remember him as a player.
It's 3-4 years to make an impact, to build themselves up. But James, telling us that his time is now, even as a redshirt freshman, to make an impact in this league for us. Why is his time now? Or why is he on the precipice of this?
Shit, everybody's time is right now. Ain't got time to wait. We finished short. Last year, the ultimate goal, and we don't have time to wait to build to the next goal. Like this year is this year. Like this is it. So everybody's time is right now. And the more guys can realize that they got to go right now instead of waiting, then our team will be better. Our group will be better. So coach is right. We need everything we need out of Tyseer right now, just like we need everything we need out of everybody in the group. So it's a heightened sense of urgency. Everybody's got to go right now. There's no waiting until a year from now, 6 months from now. Everybody else has got to be on fire, ready to go, show up, ready to work every day, and everybody's time is right now.
We got our first look at Peter Gonzalez since recovering from injury. What have you seen from him spawn in practice field, and what did you learn about him as he went through that process?
I mean, he's just taking steps each day. He's smart, he's tough, he's working through some things, but he loves football. And when the time is right, he'll rock and roll. And he's been a good teammate in the process. So he's just doing a really good job of fighting to get back. And he's done a hell of a job recovering and working out this season. And I think he'll be ready to go in 2025 for an opportunity. He's really prepared when he got here.
With Kobe, do you think he was looked at as a recruit, kind of under-recruited in some ways due to his injuries? And how do you evaluate him like that as a prospect?
I mean, I didn't. I saw him in person and, in the spring a few times as I was out on the road recruiting, and you know what you're looking for. And when you see it, you see it. Again, like, he's another guy, like, it's old, man. He's been here for a long time.
I think he's 29 or 30
He
with
might
a
be.
wife and mortgage.
Liam is necessary. Like, he is a great leader. He's a great example. He loves his team. He's selfless. And he just shows up and works every day. And he takes the young guys underneath his wing on how to recover, how to rest, how to, put schedules together throughout the week.
I hope that guy's not a comedian. God, that was a horrible joke. So
What?
he has a wife and a mortgage, and calm down, dude.
No, about Sean.
I don't know who that was. That was
I think
such
he
a.
was talking about Sean, but no,
He's
I
talking
like-
about Liam. He's talking about Liam.
He was talking about Liam at the end there, but
I really like his demeanor, man.
yeah, it's changed. I'm telling you, like Coach Hagan isn't messing around. And you watched the part where he was like, "You got a passionate fan base," and he's like, I heard what they said, and that's fine, but like we're doing our thing here, and everyone's time is right now. Like he's not sugarcoating anything. He's actually like he's getting gritty about it, and that's what I like. So hopefully we see that out of the players. He's like, I want players to come in and not complain and bitch and moan and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I like Hagan. So people can call for his head all they want.
Well,
We didn't get it. His players haven't started playing yet. You know what I mean? Like the guys he recruited were freshmen last year. So like Ty Sear and them, like let them get acquainted, and then we can judge the receiving coach. We can't judge him yet, dude. He was working with what we had on the roster. It didn't work out every game. Some games were good. So
yeah, he's got a good demeanor. He
yeah, I like him.
definitely doesn't care in a good way.
Yeah, exactly.
So the thing is here that he's been here.
This is his third year.
It says on the
But-
website it's his second. But yeah, it's his third year.
It's his third year. The first year he recruited he got one guy because he came in late. It was Carmelo Taylor, and that dude left the program. He's not playing football anywhere. So like
Yeah.
that was an unlucky thing that happened. And then the following year was last year, which we got Peter Gonzalez. Who else did we get? Ties here, Denmark, and them. Like they're all freshmen. You know what I mean? So this year and next year is when I'm going to judge what Marcus Higgins does as a
Yeah.
group, because he,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about it yesterday. They had Malik Mega and Dante Cephas, and
Not his
neither
guys.
of them really did anything.
Well, and
and then-
Cephas came in way too late. He came in in the summer. So
And then and I was around those guys in person. Like, they were pretty big guys, especially Malik
Yeah.
Mega, but he didn't do much of anything. But like
no.
we were talking about Michigan in 2023 at the end, like first and goal, their final play, it was when Yursich was in there, throws like a corner route to Dante Cephas, who is not the guy to do that. And it just made no sense. But to me, I've always thought like, all right, Higgins needs to get this room better, but I'm not like blaming him.
No,
the
it's too
offensive
early.
coordinator was horrible. And Yursich, I don't want to say anything too bad about the guy because I'm not trying to take personal shots at him, but he was bad.
Yeah.
That's really not his fault. Coach Higgins' fault. So,
and the best way to look at it is Coach Troutwine. Think about the first 3 years, people were calling for his head. Like, this offensive line coach is awful, but he didn't get his guys in yet. Once he got his guys in, look what he's doing with the offensive line right now. He's got monsters over there doing work. So it takes some time for certain positions. Wide receiver happens to be one of them. If you're not Ohio State, you're not getting 5 stars because you know what I mean. So he's doing the best he can, and I think the results are going to show this year. I think they are.
yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, they got 2 new guys, and he's pretty much saying that they just need to step up, and that's it.
Hopefully a third.
So that's another thing. It's a trickle-down effect. Like Franklin, like I said, he doesn't care. He doesn't play politics. He's going to play the best guy. That's it.
Yep.
So we
might see Ty Thier, Kobe Howard get some playing time, man. I'm cool with it.
All right, so just some final things before Tyler comes on. College football's top 10 coach without a national title. I agree with Steve Sarkisian. Dan Lanning should not be above James Franklin remotely. I don't even know why he's even in the discussion there. That's insane.
And Brian
Kelly, I mean, I get it, but at least Marcus Freeman is behind James Franklin.
Yeah.
Bro, this list is insane. Like, I would say Steve Sarkisian first. I agree with Brian Kelly at 3.
Lincoln Riley shouldn't be in the top 10. He's been terrible for a couple years.
I mean, he has been, but that guy's resume is insane, man. Like, he has.
In the beginning, yeah. Recently, he's had bad luck or just can't put a team together. But
he has like 3 or 4 Heisman winning quarterbacks. Isn't that crazy?
yeah, but like, look at the records of their teams, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you gotta look at wins.
I get it.
You gotta look at wins.
Lane Kiffin, I think he should be higher. I mean,
Yeah, I'll put Josh Heupel in front of Mike Norvell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Especially after last year. Holy crap!
That's what I mean. Like, Josh Heupel didn't have a year like last year. I don't know.
Marcus Freeman, yeah, he shouldn't be above Franklin, but that's good there.
They don't have DeBoer on there.
Bro, yeah, he's right there at 6.
Where is it? Oh yeah, Kalen DeBoer.
But Dan Lanning, like,
he hasn't been coaching long enough. He's only been coaching a couple of years.
Charlie
he's done
Ward,
good.
Yeah, he's not done bad. But next, men's basketball coach, Florida State basketball player. Florida, is it FAMU? That's Florida Atlantic? No, I don't know who that is.
FAMU.
That's Florida something.
Florida A&M. Yeah, that's probably it. Florida A&M.
If golfers were college football teams, Justin Rose is Penn State. I think that's like old and experienced, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lee Corso is retiring.
It's time. It's time.
Yeah, like, hey, good.
He's a legend.
Cool guy. Legend, obviously, goes without saying.
Yep.
Hasn't always been the best with Penn State in terms of picking them.
Yeah, but he's right more than not. So he's pretty good. Like, it's not a good record on picking those. He might pick against us a lot, but he usually wins them. So
I remember the one interview, like they were interviewing coaches, and the coach was like, he's like, well, if they pick the other team, that's a good sign for us because he's never right.
Yeah.
So
what else did we have?
Bro, you sent me this Darth Vader thing, and
that was pretty dope. It was a nice edit. They posted one today that was pretty good. Did you see it?
I hope he's not a bust.
He's not going to be a bust, dude. Look at the one they posted today. It's pretty dope. I'll send it to you now.
You know how I feel about that.
Abdul?
No, just these kind of videos, man. Like,
Oh, yeah, you don't care, but they look cool.
I just think they're so dumb, but that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Yeah, this one's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's got the what team is he going to? It's a nice edit.
Bears.
No, but it's like, if you like visuals,
Dolphins.
like Penn State has a great visual team. You got to be honest.
Steelers.
Like, it looks pretty dope.
Oh yeah, like their social media team is awesome.
Yeah, they're great.
I think that's why they did this. You can stop it on your team teams.
Yep. He looks good with red, actually, too. I could see him with Arnold Ebiketie at the Falcons too, but they don't have a top pick, do they?
Don't go there either.
He might go. He might go to the Eagles. They trade up. Giants might take him at 3. Who Giants get for quarterback?
Like Jameis Winston and Kenny Pickett, I think. No, Kenny Pickett's at the Browns, which is perfect for him.
If Carter's on the board
Jameis
at 3,
Winston and Russ, they got Russ too, so they're screwed.
If he's on the board at 3, they might take him, dude. I don't know. I don't think.
All right, this is yours.
This is a joke. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Zachy Wheatley and.
First of all, Zachy Wheatley should be on there, and AJ Harris should both be on there. That's insane.
Why?
This is a terrible list.
Atrocious, dude.
Tyler's coming on soon. Check out this interview if you haven't. That Lane Kiffin on.
Yeah, I saw it. He's like, did they watch him play against us, or he's like, did they watch him?
Dude, he just. I just don't understand him, man. Like he's just like his aura is just weird. I just don't think he doesn't seem like the best leader, but yeah.
Yo, some defensive back from Colorado was transferring to Georgia Tech. It's like his fourth team, right? It's like, it's one of those guys, like this is his fourth school already. Somebody commented and said, get paid. I said, yeah, $40 and a pack of gum. Like, you're on your fourth team, bro. Like, just calm down.
That's bad. That's so bad. But yeah, then we got Joe on the Wheaties box. We have one of those here at the house.
It's the best. The legend.
So we got obviously Tamir's leaving, John Mitchell's leaving. I heard that he was a little homesick, John Mitchell, which is one of the reasons why he left. So
Georgia,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
You got to keep in mind that these guys are kids.
Yep.
Daryl Carey.
Yep.
3-star safety from
DeMatha.
That's good football school.
Yep, we get a couple guys from there. We do great in Maryland, man.
AJ Wallace. I don't know if he played DeMatha. He might have, because he's down there in Maryland. But yeah, AJ. I've been staying in touch with him. He's got a show coming up in soon, South Carolina. That's where he's living. But he is jacked out of his freaking mind.
Yo, you should tag Alyssa in one of these, and maybe he'll see it.
Well, how? I don't know his. You can't tag on YouTube, I don't think, and I don't know his Instagram.
Should be able to.
I saw his
YouTube name. You would do @ right when it should work.
I don't know. I might be able to message him because I found his page. But this is AJ Wallace now.
Yeah.
He tagged me in this one. He's jacked out of his freaking mind. Dude, can you imagine if he was this big like during football? Like he would be like killing people.
Yeah.
Which that would not correlate to football really at all. But he's freaking huge. Definitely give him a follow. This is the post that I saw of him that I reached out to him. I was like, oh man, come on.
AJ Wallace.
Good dude. But yeah, Tyler's coming on soon, so
okay.
I think he's just gonna join up. But yeah, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about? The whole thing with Nico is interesting, but I just think the guy he went where he went, got money, and that's it. But because it's not the players' fault, man. Like they're taking advantage of a system right now. Like if I was in high school and I was a decent player, I would 100% try to get money. That's life-changing money, man. It
could be his dad, man. If your dad is your agent, that's not good, man.
You get one check, you're set pretty much. Like you don't have to worry about money anymore. All you got to worry about is performing, getting the NFL, and making more. That's
He was already making a lot of money. Like I don't understand what this whole thing was, man. I don't get it.
I don't know. I doubt we know the whole story.
Yeah.
But yeah. Trevor Pena. So that's interesting.
Yep.
We'll see. He wants $2 million. He's definitely not getting it.
No, he's not.
How tall is he?
What's that?
You said he's like how tall is he?
He's 6 foot. He's tall enough. I mean, you figure we brought in Kyron Hudson. Kyron Hudson's 6'1", so he's a bigger body. 6'1", like 210 or something. So he's got the size. Trevor's only 6 foot, like 185, but he could put on a few pounds. And then we got Devontae Ross is like 5'10", 5'11", but speedster. So 6 foot would be tall enough for now.
Yeah, Matt from Penn State Jersey said we're getting 2 all-conference receivers. That'd be one of them.
Yep.
But we'll see, man.
Yeah,
you don't think it's going to happen?
No.
But coaches with most players drafted in the first round all time. What's crazy about Saban is he did it in such a short window, man.
Yep.
Someone said in this that these guys have a combined like 90 years of football coaching, these two.
Yep.
But also another thing, Jay Paterno was on the Coach JB podcast, so check that out.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting. Coach JB's podcast, watch that pretty much every day. He had Jay Paterno on. It was a good interview. It's funny, man. We just talk about Joe and what's up, Tyler?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Tyler?
How's it going?
You're just
Good,
man.
How about you?
Tyler, we're just finishing up football here. But
Keep rolling, man. Keep rolling.
Tyler, do you know Jay Paterno? Do you talk to him at all?
Not really. I've met him once or twice, but I don't really know him.
Yeah, he was on a podcast that I watched recently, and it was cool to see him on there. And Brett and I were just talking about Joe, and like last week we were talking about Joe, and we get a lot of comments about that, and we just we shut it down. So, but
what was Jay talking about?
So he was talking about he was talking to Coach JB's show. He's talking about what he's doing now, and talk about the draft and Abdul Carter, and he's a really smart guy. He's a really knowledgeable guy. He's got a great mind, football mind.
Yeah.